Hello and welcome, all friends and devotees of yoga and Buddhism. Um, Today is June the 16th, 2019. Sunday, June the 16th, 2019. Happy Sunday, folks. Welcome to this session of Buddhist discourse on wisdom, the wisdom of Grandmaster Singyum, Venerable Master Singyum. Venerable Master Singyum himself is a repository of wisdom. He is the founder of Fo Guangsheng. Fo Guangsheng is one of the largest, I think is the very largest Chinese Buddhist organization in the world. It's the largest. It's among the largest Buddhist organizations in the world. Okay. And it's one of the most, productive, one of the most advanced Buddhist foundations. Fo Guangsheng does a lot. It has done a lot. Fo Guangsheng brought Buddhism to Africa. Master Singyum brought Buddhism to Africa. Okay, Fo Guangsheng started the South African Nanhua. Okay, Nanhua Temple is the giant temple in Bronkhorstspruit, South Africa, Johannesburg. Okay, it's a fantastic Buddhist foundation. Master Singyum initiated it, established that huge structure. He has so many others all over the world, 200 temples, thousands of monks and nuns working very hard to live the life, the holy life, and by example and by teachings, instruct others, the great teachings of Shakyamuni, Buddha, Gautama Siddhartha. What a great man that was. I mean, but Siddhartha was fantastic. He had answers to life's questions. Answers. I've read Buddhism for years, studied Buddhism for years. It's just fantastic. Answered my question at a strategic time when there were no answers, questions. So I started learning Buddhism, started from Boston in 1992. Started learning Buddhism, 92, 93 in Boston, Massachusetts, all the way to year 2000. Went to Florida, continued learning. I didn't see the temples I would have loved to see, in Miami, but I kept the practice up. And then I came to Houston, Texas. Ooh, that was explosive. I really found Jade Buddha Temple and big Buddhist foundation with the Grandmasters there. Master Jin Hai and Master Hongi, great Chinese monks of the Jade Buddha Temple in Houston, Texas. They established. They started teaching me Chinese. I started learning the characters. They gave me software. I mean, I've been learning on my own, but they really did wonders for me. 2001. They gave me softwares. I started getting to learn Chinese with softwares. Fantastic. It was so sweet. Jade Buddha Temple, through those great masters, Jin Hai and the Texas Buddhist Association. They made it. They accelerated my study of Chinese Buddhism. Then I met Vietnamese monks too. Master Nguyen Dat, Master Nguyen Han, Vietnamese Buddha Temple also in Houston. It's a giant one. The Vietnamese have a very large community in Houston, Texas. And so these two foundations, I was learning Vietnamese Buddhism and learning Chinese Buddhism, and it was so beautiful. I love to learn. I love to learn. When I have opportunity to learn, I learn. Period. That's all. So when I had this opportunity, I just started learning. Nice learning. It was so beautiful. It was about the most beautiful experience of my life. And I learned from Vietnamese, I learned from Chinese. Fantastic. I learned, to chant and everything. It was a beautiful experience. Okay. And then I came to California down the line, and I saw the huge one. It's the biggest religious building I ever saw in my life. Si Lai Temple. Fo Guangsheng. That is a huge temple. I've never had a huge, giant temple in Hacienda, Los Angeles, California. I was there for years. I Fantastic. They gave me a lot of books, learn Chinese Buddhism. Oh, beautiful people, beautiful temple. Okay. So now, to what I'm going to do here is a prayer. We're going to pray. We're going to pray. A prayer for blessings on our nation. We're going to pray for blessings on our nation. Okay. I'm a Nigerian American. So I can pray for Nigeria, pray for America. I learned Buddhism from Chinese folks. Pray for China. Okay. So, a prayer for blessings on our nation. I'm in the United States right now, state of Georgia. Okay. So this is a prayer. This is how we pray. You focus your mind and we pray. Okay. This prayer was written by Venerable Master Singyong, okay, the founder of Fo Guangshan, the greatest man I knew in my lifetime. Okay, and the supreme teacher of Fo Guangshan. O great compassionate Buddha, we call upon you. O great compassionate Buddha, with the greatest sincerity as your disciples, we are here to express our gratitude for your great protection. Please let our nation make education available to all. Please let our people raise their standard of living. Please let our science and technology continue to improve. Please let our politics maintain freedom and democracy. O great compassionate Buddha, with great sincerity, we would like to express ourselves clearly. Although education is available to all, our ethics have degenerated. Although our standard of living has been raised, our public morality has eroded. Although our science and technology have advanced, our industries have reported frequent incidents of pollution. Although our political system is democratic, our society has been turbulent and ill at ease. O great compassionate Buddha, we thus pray for your great protection. May the mercilessness and cruelty of our society be transformed into harmony and happiness. May the brazenness and debauchery of our society be transformed into proper manners and order. May the rampancy of crime and misdirection of our society be transformed into joyous giving and forming affinity. May the cheating and imposture of our society be transformed into honesty and righteousness. May the anger, hatred, and jealousy of our society be transformed into compassion, kindness, and benevolence. May the wrong knowledge and wrong views of our society be transformed into right knowledge and right view. O great compassionate Buddha, we pray for your great support. May we grasp the concept of cause and effect and understand the reality of life. May we have the strength of a heart full of patience and tolerance, and never retreat in the face of adversity. May we be imbued with clear and wise foresight and have no fears or worries. May we have the courage to subdue evils and complete the mission of life. O great compassionate Buddha, we pray for your blessing and protection. May our country have favorable weather and never have natural disasters or man-made calamities. May our politics be honest, clean, and just, and never have corruption or bribery. May our ethnic groups be tolerant. May our ethnic groups be tolerant of those who are different and never have racial disputes. May our society be steadfast, prosperous, and powerful, and never have wars or upheavals. May our lives be abundant in food and clothing, and never suffer economic instability. May our bodies and minds be healthy and carefree, and never be disturbed by sickness. O great compassionate Buddha, please accept this prayer for our country, the United States. O great compassionate Buddha, please accept this prayer for our country. Namo Amitofo.